Space tourism, the new frontier. What was once the dream of astronauts and scientists is now being sold as the ultimate luxury experience. But behind the awe-inspiring images and billion-dollar promises, there's a shocking reality that very few are talking about. Today, we're diving deep into the true cost of space tourism, and why this futuristic fantasy could have dire consequences for our world. Welcome back to Beware the Fake Truth, where we uncover the hidden realities behind today's most talked about topics. From the rise of AI to the shocking truth about viral trends, we're here to help you separate fact from fiction. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Section 1. The dream of space travel. For decades, humanity has been fascinated by space. From the first moon landing in 1969 to the International Space Station, space travel has symbolized progress and human achievement. But now, private companies are making space travel accessible, not for exploration or research, but for tourism. SpaceX, Blue Origin, and Virgin Galactic have been at the forefront, selling tickets to the ultra-rich for brief visits to space. The appeal? A few minutes of weightlessness, breathtaking views of Earth, and the ultimate bragging rights. But what's the true cost of these joyrides? Section 2. The environmental toll. It's easy to get lost in the spectacle of space travel, but each launch comes at a significant environmental cost. Every time a rocket takes off, it releases hundreds of tons of CO2 and other harmful pollutants into the atmosphere. Some estimates suggest that one spaceflight emits more carbon dioxide than an average person does in a year. But the real damage goes even deeper. According to a study by the University of Exeter, the black carbon released by rockets could damage the ozone layer, the same protective barrier we've spent decades trying to rebuild. With companies planning hundreds of flights per year, the potential environmental impact is staggering. Are we undoing years of climate progress just so a few can experience a few minutes in space? Section 3. The playground for the ultra-wealthy. Let's be honest, space tourism isn't for everyone. With ticket prices ranging from $250,000 to $55 million, this is an experience reserved for the ultra-wealthy. But while a small number of individuals are exploring the stars, the rest of us are left paying the price. In a world where millions of people still struggle with basic necessities, like clean water, healthcare, and education, the ethical question looms large. Should we be investing billions in sending a handful of people to space when there are so many problems to solve here on Earth? This industry has already consumed billions of dollars, raising the question: who benefits from space tourism? Is it really about advancing humanity, or is it just a new luxury playground for the rich? Section 4. The risk factor. Space tourism companies are quick to market these experiences as safe and thrilling, but the truth is, space travel is still incredibly risky. We've already seen accidents happen. Virgin Galactic's 2014 crash led to the death of a test pilot. Even with cutting-edge technology, the smallest technical failure in space can have catastrophic consequences. The risks extend beyond human safety. As private companies race to push the boundaries of space exploration, we have to ask ourselves, are we fully prepared for the dangers of space tourism? If something goes wrong, who is held accountable? And can we truly justify putting lives and resources at risk for such a fleeting experience? Section 5. Ethical dilemmas. Beyond the environmental and safety concerns, there's a larger ethical question we can't ignore. In a world where billions of people face existential challenges, climate change, hunger, inequality, should we really be pouring resources into space tourism? The money spent on developing spaceports and high-tech spacecraft could be redirected to tackle some of our most urgent global problems. Imagine what we could accomplish if those billions went into clean energy, education, or global healthcare. As space tourism continues to grow, we must ask ourselves, is this really progress for all of humanity, or just another symbol of inequality? Will space tourism widen the gap between the haves and have-nots, or will it eventually trickle down to benefit everyone? Section 6. The future of space tourism. Despite these challenges, space tourism is not slowing down. Companies have already laid out plans for spaceports, lunar hotels, and even Mars expeditions. But with these ambitious goals come more unanswered questions. How will we regulate space travel? Who decides who gets to travel to space? And how do we ensure that this industry doesn't leave Earth worse off than before? As the industry evolves, so must our understanding of its impact. Governments will need to establish strict regulations to control emissions, safety protocols, and ethical practices. If not, we risk creating a space race that benefits the few while endangering the many. The dark side of space tourism is often portrayed as humanity's next big step forward. But beneath the surface, there's a dark side we can't ignore. From environmental destruction to ethical concerns, the shocking reality of space tourism is one that demands our attention. Before we fully embrace this new frontier, we need to ask, what are we sacrificing, and is it worth it? Finally, what do you think? Is space tourism the future we've been dreaming of, or a dangerous indulgence for the few? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more explorations into today's hidden truths. Before you go, remember, space is vast and fascinating, but our home, Earth, is fragile. Let's not forget the importance of protecting it as we look to the stars. Stay curious, stay informed, and always question the truth, no matter how far it may seem.